and I can say this, the footage tonight was fucking awesome.
I love that you deduced it was the early part of the movie.
Right. Oh, you already saw that. Yeah, but
I did see that. But it's not like I told the world that. But
no,
I
that's definitely
feel like
the beginning of the movie.
It was very close to the beginning of the movie.
100%.
But your powers of deduction are impressive.
Yeah. So it's the footage that I'm assuming you showed it because this is the only footage you could show that wouldn't spoil everything.
That's exactly right. And you know what else? We love that we could show, because I didn't want to show 90 seconds. I didn't want to show a sizzle reel. We wanted to show a taste of the movie. We wanted to do it without spoilers. And yeah, it was a lot of setup. It was a lot of first act type storytelling. But the fact that those scenes, which aren't even near our funniest or our most insane, the fact that those scenes, those jokes, and those moments played the way they did today, that was pretty thrilling. I was standing in the dark side of the theater with Kevin, and we had smiles on our face seeing the way it got received.
So you must, right by now, have a cut that you're semi-happy with. What have you learned from any sort of early screenings or Marvel executive screenings? What have you learned about the movie from those screenings?
Well, the truth is, I think your answer is in the question, which is, if you make the kinds of movies I make, you are listening to the audience. I'm not making small films for my own satisfaction in a room alone. I'm making it to connect with the biggest audience possible. And we have had some early screenings that were extremely promising. And I wouldn't say that there were any big surprises, but you feel where the pace wants to tighten. You feel where you can afford to slow down and have, kind of a deeper, more durable character moment. And at the end of the day, as I think we've said, it's very much a Deadpool movie, but this is not Deadpool 3. This is Deadpool and Wolverine, and it is singular because of that.
So I know you're not going to give me this exact answer, but would you say the movie is closer to 2 hours or 2.5 hours?
I've read a lot of rumors about that, and I'm going to pass on that one.
Sure, I understand. Man, there's so many things I want to talk about.
I know, but this isn't our last chance, right?
Sure.
We're going to do a whole thing. Now we're being waved at by people.
Right. So I want to ask one of the things that this is one of my last questions, or maybe it is my last question.
I feel like it's about to be.
Yeah. So one of the things two things. One, what can you tease about the Deadpool Wolverine popcorn bucket, which everyone is alluding to? And two, what can you tease about the merchandise that's coming? Because I can only imagine that you guys are just debating what. How can I say that? I have to be careful. What you might be releasing from the film.
That is that's a very intuitive question. And the truth is, Disney is a big machine. They've empowered us with huge freedom in the making of this movie, but this is a big movie release, and there's going to be a lot of those merchandise, ancillary things in the world. And it's a balance between being in the world and preserving the delight of surprise. And so those are conversations we're having all the time. The popcorn bucket, I'm going to say nothing except that might be one of the greatest strokes of geniuses that Ryan Reynolds has had on this movie, and you'll just have to wait and see.
Do you know when you're releasing the bucket?
That I don't.
All right. Well, listen, congrats on the footage.
Good to see you.
And really nice to see you.
Thank you. I'll see you again.
For sure.